Hello everyone, my name is Anastasia and welcome to my new video about a university professor life. Hope you'll enjoy it. This academic year, my first classes were only on the 14th of September, which made me love autumn even more. It was a very warm and sunny day, and after a couple of main lessons, my colleague and I organized an event for students within our English club. It was connected with Literacy Day, and the task was to write the text based on the article about Barbie. I stayed at work after the event to check the works of the students, and I was really impressed by their results. Some of the works were really good, no mistakes. And by the way, I use mainly the green color of a pen to check the works, not the red one, because I feel it is more positive. And that day we also took some photos with my colleagues because we had a special look, my favorite t-shirt, and it's our kind of thing, a tradition to choose a look and wear some specific clothes connected with this look. I think it's a great idea, you can try it. So today I had a very interesting type of lecture with my students who are future foreign language teachers and primary school teachers, and it was a provocation lecture. So the main idea is that you need to make intentionally to make a number of mistakes in the lecture, and the students need to identify and correct them. But how can students identify the mistakes if the material is new to them, you may ask. So for this situation, I decided to send them the materials of the lecture in advance so they could analyze and study them. And then yesterday I decided to change the presentation and make 6 factual mistakes in it. And today we discussed the topic, and as students have hopefully studied the materials in advance, it was easier for them to see the mistakes and tell them where the mistakes were, and logically they had to change the phrases and correct the mistakes in the sentences. So this was my first experience of having such a lecture, and I can say that it went really well. The students were, in my opinion, more attentive than usually during the process because they were interested in recognizing the potential mistakes, and they also got some scores. And the most attentive students got some bonuses at the end of the lecture. So it was effective and beneficial for everyone, I guess. You may take this task in consideration and maybe use it in your classes. Why not? So my lessons are over, but I need to stay longer now at work because I have some students who need to have credits once again, and I need to check their tasks to give them these credits so that they can continue their studies in a calm and peaceful way. So that's it for September, and as for October, it started in a very special way because the 3rd of October is my birthday, and this year I decided to celebrate it in a very special way, and I went to a nice cafe. It's called Magic Asylum in Moscow, and as you can see, it is decorated in Harry Potter style. I can call myself a true Harry Potter fan, as I'm not a child anymore, but it's really great to wear a cloth, take a broomstick and a wand and imagine yourself to be a real wizard. So this place is great. You can take photos and taste some candies and sweets, but the highlight of the day for me was, of course, a cake from Hagrid with my name on it. By the way, the cake turned out to be really tasty. Another great present for me on that day, which my husband gave me, was Hogwarts Legacy. I've been dreaming about it for months, and I was so happy to get it and finally discover the world of Hogwarts. This year I also returned back to my tutoring activity, and I studied online lessons with a primary school boy. It's a great experience for me, and I try to make such lessons informative but fun. After the lesson, I headed to my first ever class of Irish dances. I have always enjoyed watching Irish dances and wanted to try them myself. It was a trial class with only 2 people, which was great, and we practiced the basic moves of Irish dancing, the jumps and the steps. So the hour flew really quickly. I have never imagined that it's so exhausting to do Irish dancing. I guess my legs were burdened by the end of the lesson, but it was really very great. On another October evening, we had a monthly meeting of our book club. I'm so happy to be a member of it. It's for students and professors of the university, and we meet regularly and discuss different interesting topics connected with books. And the topic of that precise evening was favorite non-fiction books. The next day, I took part in a very interesting online conference, a scientific conference on which I presented my report connected to the topic of using grammar theatre in teaching English and foreign languages in general. And I gave my ideas about using some drama activities in explaining and in developing grammar skills. Going back to my university classes, we had a very interesting topic of the lesson connected with using games in primary school, English lessons, and the students divided into 5 groups. Each group had their type of game. They were phonetic, grammar, lexical, communicative, and plot games. The task was to give the examples of their type of game and also choose one game from each group and present it to show the pluses and the bonuses of it to the whole group.
The task is to reconstruct the events, and you should ask questions.
Later that day, we organized another fascinating event within our English club. It was a Halloween party in the library, and quite a lot of students, by the way, appeared. Some of them were wearing costumes, and of course the professors used it as a great chance to transform into the so-called witches. So we brought different snacks and candies, and the task was also to prepare a scary story in English. It could be a fiction story or a real-life story. Some students, by the way, told us real-life stories about themselves or about their friends and family members, and it was very atmospheric. Finally, it was the end of October, Halloween or the Day of All Saints, and I decided to use this time not only to read some spooky stories and watch scary movies, but also to clear the space at my desk. So this is my teacher's Bible, really. It's a huge folder which contains lots of worksheets on different topics that I have been collecting for many years throughout my teaching experience, mainly at university. So there are so many files here on various topics like sports, music, and so on. So now that I've cleared the space on my desk, I feel much better, because it's great when you have everything organized and nothing can distract you from work. You can't even imagine how much time I've been postponing to do it. I don't know why, but now that everything is organized, I'm ready to continue my work, and now I'm going to start writing a new article for the collection of scientific works at our department. And I'm going to describe my teaching experience, mainly working with students who are future foreign language teachers, and how I prepare them for this important and hard work. So that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it, and if so, don't forget to give it a like, or maybe write a comment about the university life. You can also ask me any questions connected to my work. I'll be glad to receive them. Thank you for watching, and see you in next videos. Bye bye!